Hey y'all, it's Beth and welcome to my first Flosstube video. Yeah, I have been binge watching and binge buying for a couple of months now, and I was like, you know what? Today is a good day to film a whip parade. So I have my whips here on my little stitchy cart. I have 8 whips. I do have a few other kitted up projects. I just haven't started them yet. So today we're just gonna stick with my 8 whips, and yeah, I feel like a whip parade is a good place to start because you can see what the person likes and their vibe and like what kind of things do they love to stitch, and you get it. So that's what we're gonna do today. But before we dive into that, I want to do a little background on myself just so you can get to know me a little bit more. Let's start out with my name first. My name is Beth and I am a stay-at-home mom. I have 2 kiddos, 3-year-old and a 4-year-old. We're gonna keep our fingers crossed that they stay pretty quiet during this video. They're in that phase that they're not good at staying quiet. We live in Houston, Texas. I'm a huge reader. Yeah, I'm a stay-at-home mom, like I said, so I need things to keep me sane, right? To keep me sane up in here. So I am either always reading a book or listening to a book. So I began cross-stitching in 2015 for about 6 months, and I plummeted headfirst into the deep end. I was stitching Persephone by Mirabilia. I had Adrift by Heaven and Earth. And a few other projects going on, and then sadly I did go through a divorce back then. I got married really young, very stupidly, went through a divorce, and unfortunately I don't own any of the stash or projects that I was working on back then. So I stitched for about 6 months in 2015, and I actually made a couple of Flosstube videos. They're privated now because Beth was loud and had poor quality camera. I will say in March of 2023 of this year, I was scrolling on my YouTube like For You page or whatever, and a video of Bridget popped up from the Museum Stitcher. And I was like, oh, what are this? And I clicked on it, and I essentially binged all of her videos in like 2 days, and then went and binged so many other people's stuff. And here we are, you know, hundreds of dollars later. I got a new stash and some whips, and my husband's probably like, I wish you would stop getting so many hobbies. Alas, it is what it is. Yeah, so I think that's enough about me. It's enough about me. So let's go ahead and dive into my whips. Let's see, I'm gonna try to do them in a semi-order. Let's start with my first one. When I was watching Bridget's videos, I just went onto Amazon and I was like, I wanna see if I can still remember even how to do it. And so I bought a Dimensions kit, and that is this one. It is called Peonies and Canterbury Bells. It's a very pretty Dimensions kit. And this is the one that I'm probably gonna retire. So I'm stitching it on the kit supplied fabric and floss, and I'm a wild stitcher, you'll see that. I don't stay in one area. I'm all over the place. But the thing that I don't like about this is I don't like how all of this yellow background, like up here and stuff, that's stitched with 4 strands of floss. 3 strands and 4 strands. And I'm not a fan. I am not a fan. It hurts my thumb because of how thick it is. And I feel like it frays the floss down really easily. I'm just not a fan. But other than that, I really like it. This, you can even tell, I was going rogue. So I'm probably just gonna give this one up. Give it up. I pulled it out the other day to see if I still enjoyed it, and I did like 3 stitches and I put it away. I was like, no, I don't like the 3 and 4 strand per, no. So this one's probably gonna go into retirement. I'm gonna hold on to it just in case I change my mind, but I'm probably gonna retire it. So that's my first whip. Oh, and by the way, all of my whips are in these Amazon bags. I do have my very first project bag on the way from a company called Goose on Etsy. So I'm really excited about that. But I was like, do I want to spend like $200 on project bags for my projects, or buy more fabric or buy more patterns or whatever? And the fabric and the patterns won, but I do have one coming in and I can't wait to get it. But until then, they're just gonna be, which these are okay. I think I had one of them, the zipper kind of broke, but it is what it is. So the next one is a pattern that I was inspired to do by Bridgen. She is doing, or I am doing, we both are doing the bookcase by Galliana Cross Stitch Designs. I got this off Etsy. And I love this. Obviously, I'm a big time reader, but I love this because you can customize it yourself with your own colors or what have you. And you could do all one color. I decided to do my own color, which by the way, I have little cards. So I started this one in April. So April the 24th is when I started this. And this is on 36 count Oaken Edinburgh linen by Picture This Plus. And this is where I'm at. And this needle minder is from Hobby Lobby. So that is completely upside down. Here we go. And I did the handles of the bookcase in a gold. And then I'm working on this plant pot. It's going to be blue, and then the rest is just brown. And I will, when I'm done, have all of the colored flosses and stuff that I use. I'll take notes. That way if anybody has any questions. For the gold, I just used this. I don't know what this is. Diamond? I don't know. I use this. Found it at Hobby Lobby. Again, I'm very new at this, okay? So that's the bookcase. So this next one, I was inspired by Megan, the Seattle Stitcher. She pulled this out and I was like, absolutely 100% that is coming home with me. And I immediately ordered it and I have since started it. And that is The Lady and the Unicorn. And this is by Thea Gouverneur. Yeah, I started this on May 30th and I just bought the entire kit off of Amazon. And it comes with a piece of 27 count Jobelin. And I am obsessed with this color, first off. And I start my patterns mostly in the middle. So this goes this way. This is another, look, so I was like, why do people have so many needle binders? Like, why can't you just use one? Now I know why. So I just went and bought a pack from Hobby Lobby until the ones that I have ordered come in. So this is another one from Hobby Lobby. But this is where I started. So this is the center of the pattern. I want to say this is like 2 days. Like I was all in it. So we have part of the, let's see, how do y'all do this? So we have, this is the unicorn's mouth, some of the floral stuff, and this is part of the woman's arm. Oh man, I'm so excited for this. I'm obsessed. I am head over heels obsessed with this project and I cannot wait to get it done. This is definitely one that I am going to get professionally framed and it'll be hung in my dining room or living room or something. This is not my favorite project, but it is my favorite. I don't know if that makes sense. I love this. I love it. It's probably tied. This one is probably tied with another one that I'm going to show you in here in a minute. So most of the projects that I buy, I either have an idea of where I would like to frame them or a person that I'm going to gift to the project to or something like that. There are a lot of projects that I see and I love but I don't buy because I don't see myself ever hanging that in my house or what have you. And so that's this one. I don't think, this is just not, if I were to see this on my own, I would not pick it up. But I'm calling it my FOMO project because everybody is doing it right now. And I'm just like, I had to get it. Everybody else is doing it and I want to do it too. And that is the Greenhouse Oddities Sal, I'm pretty sure you've heard of it, by Lola Crow. I'm trying to find my little card. Okay, so I started this on June the 2nd, and this is on 36 count Mirage by Picture This Plus. And I'm, again, all over the place. So I'm not even done with the frame yet, and I done a partial of the first planting and a partial of the second planting. Look, I am just wild and out. But I will say this owl is the cutest fucking thing. Okay, so cute. I do kind of regret doing 36 count 2/2 because I feel like the stitches are very tight, and when they're very tight like that, they look kind of messy. So I wish I would have did it either 1/2, but I was too far gone. I didn't care. And I say that, maybe I will. It depends on how it ends up. I'm hoping it ends up kind of spooky. If so, then it'll be like a Halloween piece that I put out. But otherwise, I'm probably not going to hang it up, so it's not that big a deal to, it's not big enough to I don't even know. I don't know, but that's that. So this next one is one that doesn't really match my decor, minus my bookshelves. Okay, so I have a lot of books, but I have this entire shelf of Stephen King books. I am a huge Stephen King fan, and so when I saw this, I immediately had to get it. This is actually a restart. Do I have the first? So I started this. This was actually my first like cross stitch thing minus the dimensions kit, but I started it on this 40 count fabric. I've since have been plugging away or frogging it, but I did not like, again, how clustered the stitches looked. And so I was like, you know what? I'm gonna redo it. So I bought different fabric, and that is Ada. This is 16 count Barnwood Ada from Picture This Plus. And I will say, I've only ever worked on Ada that has either come in kits or like huge pieces for Heaven and Earth pieces and they're always so stiff. This from Picture This Plus is like cloth. So I'm here for that. That was my back of my project. But I've only done, since I restarted in the middle, and I've done Focus, the Ghost, and the Shining Floor. But this definitely will be hung in my book room for obvious reasons. Yeah, so that's, this is, look, I'm new at this. So this is the Stephen King house by Witchy Stitcher. She has some fantastic pieces. She has one that says, "We are the weirdos, mister." And then she has instructions on how to like make it look distressed, I guess. I don't really know. I love The Craft, one of my favorite movies, so I have to get that. But one at a time, Beth, one at a time. And this isn't a needle minder. This is actually like a planner magnet clip, but it works. It works, and so that's what I'm using it for. But I just got off Etsy from somewhere. That's that. And I'm sorry. Do I have to tell you what I'm 2/2, obviously. 16 count, 2/2, Ada. That's again my back. Why do I keep doing that? Anyway, there's that, and I love her. I really need to stitch on it more. I took a big break from it because I wasn't enjoying the fabric, you know? And then we have my favorite project. Now my friend is loaning me the pattern for this. I'm trying to be like super gentle and not mark on it or whatever, because it is Lady of the Flag by Mirabilia. And I'm doing it in a blue conversion. And I'm doing it also on the called for fabric because I was so nervous. I didn't want to start it and then have to because I'm trying to get it done as quickly as I can so I can give her back her pattern. But because I am not paying $150 minimum for a pattern. Sorry, not sorry. But I'm doing the blue conversion, and I did it on the called for fabric, which is fine because it's like it's a bluish undertone. What is the called for fabric? Please hold on. I had my pink on. 32 count French lace linen by Witchelt. Started it on June 14th. And I'm doing the blue conversion. And that's all I have done so far. And I'm already obsessed. I'm obsessed. Okay? She also has the other one. Lady Liberty, maybe? I don't know. The one where the ladies sitting down and has a flag. Look, listen, Linda, I don't ask me much about politics because I don't really know. Unless I read about it in a Karen Slaughter book, I don't really know. But when I was a little child, I was obsessed with the presidents. And even to this day, I find presidents very interesting. Old American history, yes. Present day, not so much. But I'm just drawn to like red, white, and blue things. I just am. That and Christmas. That and Christmas. Teresa, what's her name? Teresa Cocart, is that her name? She has a lot of patriotic pieces that I want to do. Anyway, Lady of the Flag. And this is going to be one that I stitch on. I have another one. Where's it at? That's my Heaven and Earth. I have one more. Oh, there it is. Okay, so this is another one. This is one that I'm gifting. I'm doing this specifically for someone else. This is The Lord's Prayer by Lila's Studio, and I started it on June the 9th. I'm actually stitching 2 of these, one at a time, but they're for my husband's aunts. He has 2 aunts that are just the most precious humans ever, and I don't know, I just wanted to stitch something for them, and I thought this was perfect. And I've only worked on this for 1 day, so I really gotta get a move on. This is done on 40 count affogato linen by Fiber on a Whim, but I got a lot done considering, I think, and I just worked on the words. So I have a long way to go, my friends. And I really need to get moving because I have another one to stitch. They're gonna be identical. These are, so my husband's mom passed away right when me and my husband met, back in 2017. And his family are like that super close, tight-knit family. And his aunts are like everything to him and to his family. And so, obviously, and they're super close. They live next door to each other. Like, their backyards are together. They made like a walk. Like, they're just sweet little people. So I was like, I have to stitch them something for Christmas. So that's what they're getting for Christmas. And I'm going to do them identical to each other. Let me add, for every project that I have showed you, it's just all DMC. Okay, I'm a big fan of DMC. I do want to do some primitive patterns. I would love to do in variegated fancy floss, but I don't know. I'm very nervous when it comes to those. So last project is a Heaven and Earth. This one I started on June 17th, which was a couple of days ago. And so I told myself that, so last time when I cross stitched, I was also stitching a Heaven and Earth. And I told myself this time, if I were to start another one, it's just gonna be one. And that's probably gonna be, it's gonna be hit it and quit it type of thing. I love them, but I don't see myself hanging these ginormous pieces all over my house. So I'm doing one and I'm done. And so I was like very picky at the one that I chose. And I chose Portrait of Father Xmas. Looks like this. I'll actually insert a colored photo because I have a black and white laser printer, so it just printed in black and white. So the artwork is by Dean Morrissey and it's charted by Heaven and Earth. And I'm doing this on 18 count Ada. And so I only bought, look, this is my box for it. I only bought 3 colors so far because this is the one I started at the top. And essentially the top half is almost just 3 colors. So I just bought the 3 colors. My kids are laughing so loud right now. I'm so sorry if you can hear that, but what you gonna do? This is a 1 day of progress, and it's 3 colors. Don't even ask. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, let me try cross country, and then I was like, let me try. I don't even know what I was doing, but there we have it. And then I was thinking to myself, it's like 50 pages ish, and I was thinking to myself, it's huge, by the way. It's 400 stitches across and like 300 and something stitches down. Or 400, hang on. I can tell you how big it is. It is 400 stitches across and 512 stitches down. So it's a big one. It's a big one. I probably should have did like 22 count, but go big or go home. So we have 18 count. And it's probably going to take me like 10 years to do. And it's going to be my only Heaven and Earth. There's too many designs out there that I love to be stitching just Heaven and Earth designs, you know? I mean, they're beautiful, but do I really want to fill my house up? You know, I don't know. I feel like when I think about it, I love the primitive samplers, like, you know, old looking fabric. I mostly like to stitch things that are holiday related, so like Christmas pieces, Halloween pieces, 4th of July, things that can be interchanged. We have a fireplace, so I would love to have, like, you know, holiday ones up. I don't even know, girl, but those are my whips. Wow, they went through really quick. I hope you guys enjoyed, and so my plans are to upload a, like, progress, what do you call them, just regular Flosstube videos every other week, and then have Flosstube extras in between here and there. I have some ideas for some things that I think would be fun to do, so I don't know. If you like what you see, if you like me, if you want someone else to be friends with, you can like, subscribe, whatever. All the information, I'll try to link as much things as I can down below, and yeah. I think that's it, bro. I should have waited until I was up to like 40 whips so we can begin with a bang, but it is what it is, my friends. Yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you in my next video. Bye.